Long ago, in the land of Haran, a young woman named Rachel walked among the sheep. She was kind, graceful, and her heart was full of warmth. As she approached the well to water the flock, a traveler stood nearby, dust on his clothes, weariness in his eyes. "Hello, I am Jacob, son of Isaac and Rebekah. You must be my cousin. Welcome to Haran. I am Rachel, daughter of Laban." At that moment, Jacob knew Rachel was the one. His heart swelled, and in an act of great strength, he rolled away the heavy stone covering the well. He drew water for her sheep, his eyes never leaving hers. Jacob loved Rachel. He went to Laban, her father, and said, "I will work for you 7 years if you give me Rachel as my wife." 7 years passed like days, for Jacob loved her dearly. The wedding was grand, the guests danced, and Rachel's heart raced with joy. But in the dim glow of the wedding tent, when Jacob lifted the veil, "Leah, it is not our way to marry the younger daughter before the elder. Finish this week with Leah, and you may have Rachel too, if you work another 7 years." But Rachel held a secret. She and Jacob had prepared signs, special codes, so no one could deceive them. And yet, on the night of the wedding, she could not bear to see her sister embarrassed. Quietly, she passed the signs to Leah, ensuring that she would not be shamed. She watched as Leah took the place meant for her, her heart breaking, but her kindness shining brighter than her pain. Rachel's heart ached. She had waited, dreamed, and now she watched as her sister stood in her place. But her love for Jacob was strong. She married Jacob after a week, and Jacob worked another 7 years. Years passed, and Rachel saw Leah bear child after child. The sounds of babies filled the tents, but Rachel remained empty-armed. She turned her face to the heavens, whispering prayers. "Please, God, bless me with a child." She gave her maidservant Bilhah to Jacob, hoping that through her she would raise a family. Bilhah bore 2 sons, Dan and Naphtali. Rachel held them close, but her heart still longed for a child of her own. One day, Leah's son Reuben ran through the fields, his hands gathering beautiful mandrake flowers. He rushed to his mother, presenting them proudly. "Look, Mama, I found these for you." Rachel saw the flowers and turned to Leah. "Please, let me have some of your son's mandrakes." Leah's voice was firm. "Is it not enough that you took my husband? Now you want my son's flowers too?" Rachel lowered her gaze. "Tonight Jacob will be with you in return for the flowers." She let go of yet another piece of her own desires, all in the name of peace. Then, one day, God remembered Rachel. Joy filled her soul as she cradled her newborn son. "God has taken away my disgrace. I shall call him Joseph, for I pray he will add another son to me." Jacob's family journeyed toward Bethlehem. The road was long, and Rachel, heavy with child, felt the pangs of labor. As she lay weak, the midwife spoke gently. "Do not fear, for you have another son." Rachel's breath was faint. She gazed upon her newborn, her voice barely a whisper. "Benoni, son of my sorrow." Her eyes closed, her soul departed. Jacob held her, grief in his heart. He looked at his son, "Benjamin, son of my right hand." Rachel was laid to rest on the roadside. She was not brought to the cave of Machpelah, where Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, and even Leah would one day be buried. Instead, Jacob buried her there, alone on the way. Why? Because one day, her children, the children of Israel, would pass this way as they were taken into exile. They would cry out in despair, and Rachel would be there waiting. "Do not weep," God told her, "for your children will return to their land." And so she remained, her presence eternal. Generations later, through exile and sorrow, her children would come. They would stand at her resting place, their voices lifted in prayer. "Mother Rachel, intercede for us." and from the earth a mother spirit watched over them, her love eternal, her tears never ceasing. To this very day, at Kever Rachel near Bethlehem, thousands come to pray. They whisper their heart's desires, their hopes and their pain, and Rachel, our mother, still listens. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories from the Bible. Who is your favorite figure from the Bible? Let us know in the comments below. And if you've ever visited Kever Rachel or have a special connection to this story, we'd love to hear about it. See you in the next video.